ජීවිතයත් හරියට මේ චිත්‍රපටයක් වගේනේ. සමහර වෙලාවට හරිම ලස්සනට ගලාගෙන යනවා. සමහරක් වෙලාවට එක එක කතා ඇතුළේ තියෙනවා. හැබැයි මේ අපි ගොඩක් වෙලාවට මේ සිනමාවට මොනතරම් ආදරයද කියනවා නම් අසල්වැසි ඉන්දියාව ගැන ගොඩක් මේ සැලකිල්ලෙන් ඉන්නවා, විමසිල්ලෙන් ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් එහෙම වෙලාවට ඒ නිර්මාණයක් රස විඳින්න සමහර වෙලාවට ඒ දක්ෂ රංගන ශිල්පීන් ශිල්පිනියන් මෙහි නිර්මාණයකට සහභාගී වෙනවද, ලංකාවට එනවද කියන දේ ගැන පුංචි අවධානයකින් ඉන්න ඉඩක් වෙන්න නොකර ඉන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතින් ඒ වගේ අවස්ථාවක් මේ කාලේ උදා වෙලා තියෙන නිසා විශේෂ අවස්ථාවක් එකට ලැබිලා තියෙන නිසා ඒ අගය දෙන්න අපි පුංචි වෙලාවක් නුගසෙවනතට වෙන් කරලා තියෙනවා. ගොඩක් ආදරය කරන සුරුපි නිලියකට අපි ආරාධනා කරලා තියෙනවා නේද?
Oh, Achula, and a very good morning to you. And it's a great opportunity to be back on Nugasewana. And today as well, we have a very special guest who is down all the way from India to talk about her experience acting in Sri Lanka in a movie which has been shot bilingually. So, with utmost pleasure, we would like to welcome Akshata Sanavani to the show. A very good morning to you, Akshata.
Thank you for the warm welcome.
Akshata,
Ayubowan Sri Lanka.
අර මේ ශරීෆ කිව්වා වගේ මේ භාෂා දෙකෙන්ම කෙරෙන නිර්මාණයකට දායක වෙන තමයි අක්ෂිතා සොනවති ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ ලංකාවට. දැන් නිර්මාණය කටයුතු ඉවරයි. අවසන්. දැන් තියෙන අපිට බලන්න. හැබැයි බලන්න කලින් පුංචි උද්‍යෝගයක් තමයි මේ ලබා දෙන්නේ. අපි ඈත කෙන නිසා අත්දැකීම් බෙදා ගන්න ඕනේ.
Exactly. And as Achala just mentioned, today we will be talking about a movie which is to be released. Then it's a big day.
Press release.
Exactly. So it will be released today. So it's a big day. And we'll be talking more on that. But before we get to the movie you've acted in Sri Lanka, Akshata, we would like to talk about you and how you got into the industry and what made you get into cinema.
So I've always loved camera. I've always loved attention. And 3 years back, I did a Hindi show. After that, I got called up in Telugu industry, and I have worked in Telugu industry primarily. But after doing 2 movies, I got this amazing opportunity of having a bilingual language. And also, this is my first time working in Tamil as well as Sinhala. So it was amazing.
That's interesting because you mentioned that you originally don't speak Telugu as well. So acting in a different language, it's probably very, very challenging.
Yeah.
So
pronunciation,
emotions, So tell us a little bit about how you adopted to it.
So basically, first of all, I love exploring different languages, different cultures. It's actually, the more languages I do, I think the more grateful I feel. And of course, it's hard work everywhere. But working in a different language is altogether a different hard work. Basically, I used to write every dialogues of mine in first their language, then the translation. Then we have modulation, where do we have to take the pauses, what is the pace, and then what emotions I have to portray. So that is a homework for every language, I would say. And I did the same for Sinhala and Tamil as well as Telugu.
භාෂාවක් කියලා කියන්නේ තව කෙනෙක්ට කතා කරන මාධ්‍යයක් නේ. විශේෂයෙන් මව් භාෂාවක් ගැන එහෙම සමහර වෙලාවට සමහර ගොඩක් අවධානයෙන් ඉන්නවා. අර අය සඳහන් කරනවා වගේ ඒ හැඟීම් ලබා දෙන එක, ඒ අදහස හරියටම ඉදිරිපත් කරන එක අභියෝගයක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ අභියෝගය ඒ සිනමාව තුලත් තියෙනවා. ඇයට පුංචි කාලයක් තුළ ලොකු අවස්ථාවක් ලැබුණ එක ගැන අය ගොඩක් සතුටින් කතා කරනවා. හැබැයි අපි අත්දැකීම් ගැන අහමුද? මේ දැන් අපේ ලංකාවට ආවට පස්සේ අපේ පරිසරයත් එක්ක තිබුණු අත්දැකීම් එයාට කොහොමද දැනෙන්නේ කියන එක අපි දැනගන්නත් ඕනේ.
Oh, Achala. So let's talk about your experience working with Sri Lankans. And you said that this is the first time working for a Sinhala movie, and it has been shot in 2 different languages. So first time working in Tamil and Sinhala both. So tell us your experience working with Sri Lankans.
So initially when I got to know that it's Sri Lankan actors are gonna be there, I was excited because basically, to be really honest, I didn't know. And then the first time we met was in London, where we are shooting. So it was a different culture altogether because I'm a Maharashtrian. Then there was Ajmal, who is Tamil. Then there were people who were coming from Mumbai, Hyderabad, and then of course the Sri Lankan star Hemal. He was there, and it was as if this movie got us together and we got to explore each other so much. Basically, it was very interesting that the way they talk about Sri Lanka, it's amazing to hear.
And you've also worked with big names in Sri Lanka as well, in the cinema industry, in terms of musicians as well. They have worked very effortlessly and tirelessly and actually done an amazing job in making this second show a success, which is to be released. So the shooting procedure and also the post work has been done already. So today is your big day. So without any further ado, Achala, අපිට clip එකක් තියෙනවා නේද බලන්න.
බලන්න අක්ෂතා ගැන තව මට කියන්න හිතුණා. එයාත් නිවේදිකාවක්. මොඩල් කෙනෙක්ද නිරූපිකාවක් විදිහට කටයුතු කරන කෙනෙක්. අය නිවේදිකාවක් විදිහට ඉන්දියාවේ වැඩසටහන් මෙහෙවනවා. ඉතින් ලොකු ආදරයක් ඒ රටේ තියෙද්දි දැන් රංගනයෙන් ආදරය අපෙන් අරගෙන යන්න තමයි ලංකාවට ඇවිත් තියෙන්නේ. ඒ ඇවිත් වැඩ කටයුතු කළේ අර මේ අපේ ශරීෆ මතක් කළා වගේ දැවැන්තයන් එක්ක. ඒ නිසා ආදරය කරන තවයි ඉන්නවා මේ වැඩේ ඇතුලේ. අපි ලොකේෂන්ස් බලන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ අත්දැකීම් අක්ෂතා මේ දවස්වල විඳින්න ඉන්නවා ඇති සහ ඒ එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් එකේ අත්දැකීම් කොහොමද ඇයට දැනුනේ කියලා දැනගන්නත් අපි ඕනේ. සහ මේ ඒ ලොකේෂන්ස් වලට ගියා මේ පරිසරය දැනුණු හැටි ඒ බෙදාගත්තු දේවල් ගැන අපි දැනගමුද?
ඔව් අචලා, and I think මේ movie එක shoot කරලා තියෙන්නේ ගොඩක් Birmingham වල. So we'll talk about your experience shooting this movie in Birmingham as well.
So London is a beautiful place to shoot in, and the locations were really beautiful. Of course, LK Vijay sir, was a DOP who has done immensely amazing job of making it look even more beautiful than it is. So it was really a great experience in London. All the places that we've been to, it's a place like heaven.
How long was the stay in London for you?
For me, it was a month's schedule.
Right, so it's interesting. Obviously, you probably had long nights and then you had to practice your dialogues and emotions and all that, so that takes time as well. So Achala කිව්වා වගේම මේ අක්ෂතා කලින් ලංකාවට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. So this is not your first time in Sri Lanka, right?
No.
So tell us about your experience here in the country and what you like most about Sri Lanka.
So I've been in Sri Lanka, I think 4 years back. Sri Lanka is a beautiful country, and I am a beach person. So for me, it's a paradise, and as we say, it's a paradise country. I loved Sri Lanka. When I was here 4 years back, it was a 6-day trip, but even then it felt like, no, I need more days. So I was like, I have to be back here, and this is my second time. Of course, the situation is a little bad. I do know that, but I hope that things get better. All I can say is I'm really grateful that I never knew 4 years back that I would be shooting a movie in Sinhala and coming here for work.
Miracles happen.
Yeah, I know.
අක්ෂිතා කියනවා වගේ ආදරය ඇයට ලැබුණු අත්දැකීම ඇගේ හඬින්ම අහන්න ලැබෙන එක ලොකු දෙයක්. කොහොමත් ලංකාවට ආවට පස්සේ කෙනෙක් ලංකාව ගැන අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම අගය කරනවා. දැන් චිත්‍රපටයක් කියලා කියන්නේ ෆිල්ම් එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ ටෙලිනාටකයකට වඩා ටිකක් එහාට ගිහිල්ලානේ. ඉතින් එතකොට අත්දැකීම් සමහර ඒවා සුන්දර වෙන්න පුළුවන්, සමහර ඒවා කටක වෙන්න පුළුවන් නේ, සමහර ඒවා රිද්දන වෙන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම අත්දැකීම් තියෙනවද දන්නේ නැහැ.
Akshata, Achala has this question in mind about, the challenges you faced when shooting the movie, because there can be challenging times and you might have come across various different experiences while shooting the movie because it's not easy. So tell us a bit about all those, the challenges you faced to conquer the movie, I would say.
I would say there were honestly zero challenges apart from the language, because my whole experience was so smooth, especially because there were Sri Lankan crew members as well. There were crew from Chennai, and everybody made sure that everybody on the set is feeling welcomed. They understand everything. Even if there were language barriers, there is a person who translates everything to everybody. So I would say that there were zero challenges in work environment. When we used to be on the set, all we used to do was have fun and then shoot. For me, I think my only challenge was the language, and that I conquered myself. I didn't need any, that was for me, but otherwise it was very smooth.
අපේ සහයෝගය නේ දැන් අපේ ක්‍රූ එක ඇත්තට මේක ටීම් වර්ක් එකක් නේ. හැබැයි අපේ මේ අනිත් සහභාගී වෙන නළු නිළියන්ගේ ලැබෙන සහයෝගය එයාත් එක්ක ලැබුණු අත්දැකීම් මිහිරිද කියලා අපි දැනගමු නේ. විශේෂයෙන් හේමාල් රණසිංහ ඉන්න නිසා ගොඩක් අය කැමැත්තෙන් ඉන්නවා සෙකන්ඩ් ෂෝ බලන්න. ඉතින් ඊට කලින් අපි අක්ෂතාගෙනුත් අහමු කොහොමද එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් එක කියලා.
So tell us, Akshata, about your experience working with Hemal Ranasinghe and the kind of support you've got from him, because he's one of the icons in Sri Lanka in terms of cinema, and everyone's obviously looking forward to having a look at the premiere, and that's today, and they're obviously looking forward for the movie as well. So we would like to know your experience with our icon.
So in the movie, if you see the trailer, me and Hemal are paired differently. Hemal is paired with Pallavi and I'm paired with Ajmal. So whatever scenes I shot with Hemal, it was only a group. We didn't have many scenes together. So when I first went to London, I remember that he already was shooting there with Pallavi. He had early schedule. And he was there already, and I looked at him. There's this tall guy, I know he's a Sri Lankan star, and he looks very brood. He has this look which looks, you know, he'd be brood, okay? And the first time I spoke to you, he came out to be the opposite what he looks. I was like, wow, he is very warm. So it was opposite of what I had my first impression as. And whenever we worked together on the set, I saw how professional he is whenever he's on set. So if you see the trailer, he has different kind of characteristics in the movie, and he was very serious whenever he was on the set, because he was so committed to the job. He was so committed to the character that he knew what he wants to do, right? So it was very professional, and it was actually inspiring to watch. When they used to say action, we saw like how he used to portray the characters, and he lived the character. And I watched the movie obviously, and I must say I'm a fan.
Hemal fan කෙනෙක්.
Exactly. And we feel really proud to hear someone from India who has acted in that industry talking about one of our own icons in Sri Lanka in terms of cinema.
Sherifa,
Welcome back to the show, and we've been talking to Akshata, and we have like only a couple of minutes left on the show, so we've come to the final bit of the program. So tell us about your favorite genre in terms of movies and what's on the pipeline.
So I am primarily working in Tollywood. So I already have one more movie coming in Hyderabad, and it's gonna release very soon. But obviously I'm excited for today, so I don't even know what to talk when you ask about a different project, because I'm excited about today because our movie is releasing. Yeah.
It's a big day today for Akshata, and also for many out there in Sri Lanka, near the Lanka in second show බලාපොරොත්තු වෙලා ඉන්න හැමෝටමත් අද ලොකු දවසක්.
අද ලොකු දවසක්. ඉතින් හැබැයි ලොකු වැඩක් නේද? කාලයක් අරගෙන කරන දෙයක්. අක්ෂතාගෙන් අහන්න ඕන අවසාන වශයෙන් ආපහු ලංකාවට එන්න කැමතිද කවද්ද දෙන්න කියලා.
Yes, so this would be our final question to you. Do you like to come to Sri Lanka again, and if so, when?
It's a no-brainer. Of course I would like to come here. Obviously I would like to come here, and I in fact feel so proud that I see my banners, the second show banners here. To have someone come from India and to see your own posters hanging in a different country is in itself such a nice feeling. And of course our movie is releasing today. I would like to speak about the movie as well. Our movie second show is a horror comedy genre movie, and I would like you all to watch it. Let us know how you like it. This movie is produced by Ganesh Mahadevan sir. It's co-producer Kaushalya Vikram Singha with Tamil actors and Sri Lankan actors Hemal Ranasinghe, Ajmal. There's a lot of female actors as well, Pallavi, Isha, Pooja, and I would also like to say thank you to EAP distributors of Sri Lanka. Also to Siddhi Vinayak for bringing me down here to Sri Lanka. This movie is basically horror comedy genre, and I'm sure that everybody would love this movie. So yeah, come down to the theatres and watch it.
thank you very much for being a part of the show as well, and I would like to wish you all the very best with
Thank
the
you.
premiere, and I'm pretty sure you'll have a ball of a time today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you Akshita.
And Atala අපි mention කරන්න තෝනේ මේක ලංකාවේ විතරක් නෙවෙයි release වෙන්නේ. This movie will be launched even in India in the following week.
සා ෆිල්ම් ස්ටෝරි එක ටිකක් වෙනස් මාතෘකාවක් වෙනස් කතාවක් තියෙන්නේ අක්ෂිතා මතක් කරා වගේ හොරර් මූවි එකක් නේ. ටිකක් වෙනස් විදිහට රස විඳින්න පුළුවන් අත්දැකීමක් නිසා මෙතනින් එහාට සෙකන්ඩ් ෂෝ තියෙන්නේ මේ අය ළඟ මේ ඔබට බලන්න. ඉතින් මේ අත්දැකීම ඉතා ඉක්මනින් විඳ ගන්න කියන ආරාධනාවත් එක්ක එහෙනම් මේ විශේෂාංගයට සම්දෙනවා. ෂෙරිෆා බොහොම ස්තුතියි.